This Donald Trump polo shirt contains a secret that we must reveal, a secret embroidered beautifully into this polo shirt and thousands of others, made in Lesotho. This isn't a one-off oversight. The Greg Norman Performance Golf Polo, sold on Trump's official store, is woven in the mountain factories of Lesotho, a nation Trump recently dismissed as a country nobody has ever heard of. This same country recently became a target of the Trump administration's latest trade tantrum, a 50% tariff slapped on its textile exports to the United States. Lesotho, a tiny kingdom encircled by South Africa, is gasping for air because of this trade tantrum. Over 40,000 workers, mostly women, hunch over sewing machines in factories that churn out denim for Levi's, cotton for Calvin Klein, and yes, polos for Trump. These exports account for 10% of Lesotho's GDP, but Trump's tariffs could slash exports by half. They could lead to factories shattering, landlords evicting workers, a nation's lifeline snipped. Yet Trump's shirts keep selling for nearly $100 per shirt, making him tidy profits. The Trump-Greg Norman partnership isn't new. Since 1992, Norman's brand has outfitted used golfers with apparel stitched in African factories. The math is stark. US retailers profit, Lesotho survives. But Trump tariffs now risk choking the very hands that clothe his empire. However, there can be a beautiful twist to this story, a powerful, profitable silver lining. The African Development Bank reports that Africa's middle class has tripled to 313 million. That's a market hungry for luxury goods. They can afford to purchase the clothing that Lesotho produces for Trump, Calvin Klein, and Levi's. Africans can buy them themselves. Lesotho doesn't need Trump. It needs these 313 million Africans from dozens of African countries. Africa represents a 3.4 trillion economic bloc awaiting full activation. That's why the African Continental Free Trade Area must be fully activated. Just imagine factories in Lesotho stitching bespoke suits for Lagos bankers. Imagine these same factories dressing Nairobi's elite and Namibia's middle class.